minimize that loss. It can, on some degrees. It can prevent them from getting to you. But these bed bugs, believe it or not, they have been known to be able to live in these mattress bags for up to 6 months. So they can last a long time. They can wait you out. They'll wait you out. Very terrible. And I mean, it was huge here in the city. I knew of a lot of people that was dealing with that. It wasn't just family members. I knew a lot of people. Monique writes, hey, I stopped doing meet and greet at church since I saw a bed bug crawling on someone in church. I'm getting a little better now, LMBO. Used to go late to avoid that part, LOL. I ain't mad at you, Monique. Wow. Now, let me ask you this, Monique. Were you a good neighbor? Did you say, hey, listen, you got a bed bug crawling on you? Because I would do that. That's another thing. Listen, any place where you have people coming together, that's where you're going to have this, it's like a nexus almost for these different things, like bed bugs. And they can crawl out of one person's purse into another person's purse. And I know you're thinking, well, I don't know if something's in my purse. Have you looked in some of these women's purses? Like, I ain't trying to criticize nobody, but there's been times like when I look inside my wife's purse and I'm like, how does she know where anything is in here? Like I said, my grandmother, she had a drawer where she would just throw stuff into. Somebody come over and give her a number. She'll do, oh, okay, thank you. And she'll put it in this drawer. Somebody come over and give her like some pills, medicine or something. Because when I was growing up, it was no big deal. Like I'd be sitting there and people would be like sharing their medicine. Let me get one of them water pills. Let me get one of them water pills. I'm like, water pill? What the hell is a water pill? I had no idea what it was. Let me get one of them pain pills. It was no big deal. Okay. She had a drawer full of all of this stuff, medicine, pill bottles. Oh my God. It has a really particular like metallic type of smell to it because of the chemicals and the particular pills and things like that. I mean, so vivid to me. Okay. Coupons, sewing needles. I mean, you name it. And, as a kid, I'd be digging through there looking for stuff to play with. Cigarette butts, mail, lots of mail. Stamps, string, yarn. I mean, tools. You might find some pliers down there. And then once you dig to the corner, when you dig down to the bottom of it, you look in the corner, and it's one of those little insect bait things that's supposed to attract them. They go in, they eat what's ever in there, and they die. That's inside. That was inside the drawer. Like, can I get a heads up before I start planning this as a kid, Grandma? Right? Everything. And there are women's purses just like that. Just like my grandmother's old drawer. And you look at a woman's purse, I mean, it's everything in there. Everything. Lotion, soap, pills. I'm like, what in here? Chewing gum, mint. You name it. A plastic bottle, bottled water. Organize that purse, lady. Kiki writes, if it's in your apartment, they will and can travel through walls. Yucky. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Yet another reason to strive for home ownership. Speaking of homes in the city of Cincinnati, let me give you some updates within the last 24 hours. I read that there are hundreds of homes that either need to be demolished and or what you might consider to be blighted. And it's been reported to City Council in the last few days that they are hubs for not just the blight, but also criminal activity. Like maybe people are smoking dope or using them for headquarters or whatever else it may be. And the city is going to cost the city millions of dollars. And as I was reading, as I was thinking, those are opportunities for people to reinvest in communities that they might have grown up in. Okay. There's some folks who have been renting in Avondale. And what I would like to see is for those same people to be transformed from renters to homeowners. Because when you're a homeowner, you're going to care more about your neighborhood. You're going to care more about your block. You're going to care more about your yard. You're going to care more about what happens on your block in your neighborhood because you're investing there with your money. And it's just something, if we've got all these homes, perhaps there is some type of way we can transfer, these blighted homes and somehow put them in the hands of good, smart, intelligent, kind-hearted people that reside in the city of Cincinnati that want to invest in the homes or in the neighborhoods that they might have grown up in. What else? Monique, I'm not mad at you one bit. I don't care what nobody says. Talbot House writes that Daryl writes that Talbot houses were very bad also. I treated them too. Wait. The Talbot houses? I mean, you got a lot of people coming in and out of those kind of places. I've even heard that there are bed bugs down at the Hamilton County lockup facility, the so-called JC, the Justice Center. I had a family member who spent some time down there. I don't remember what for, but he got bit by some type of insect while he was down there. And I remember looking at the wound. I mean, I thought dude was going to lose his hand. Literally. I mean, the bite mark looked like he had been bitten by something and the skin was basically being eaten away, like that flesh-eating disease. That's what it looked like. I never seen anything like that, like with my own eyes. I mean, it's the kind of stuff you see on like National Geographic. And he was down to JC and got bit by what he said was a spider, but he said it was a weird-looking spider. It could have been anything. You talk about all kind of folks. You got people coming in off the streets, literally living on the street into those facilities. You got folks coming from all over the city in that lockup facility. So there's no telling what's happening. Ed writes, LOL, Chris Rock Facebook profile, nobody for president, been up for 6 months now. I agree with him. Don't blame us, Nate. Blame the game and how it's played. Nobody for president? Brent writes, get that 91% alcohol too, absolutely. Tiffany writes, when I buy mattresses now, I never take the plastic off. I feel you. Now, are you buying used mattresses? Now, that's one thing we don't do. And I'm just trying to remember, like, we've been together 15, almost 16 years now. Have we ever done that? I don't think so. I mean, every mattress that we've purchased has always been new for that very same reason. I'm very hypersensitive about certain things. That's one of them. I don't want to sleep on nobody else's bed bugs. I don't want to do it. I'm with you about keeping the plastic on some levels. The only problem with it, and I tried that, is that it makes a noise when you're in the bed. It's got that somebody's laying on plastic noise, right? And it just irritated the hell out of us. And my wife was like, take this damn plastic off right now, man. Right now. And so I did it. Right? Dale writes, 90% rubbing alcohol kills them. So spraying your bed frames and mattresses with it can eliminate them. The alcohol drives them up. Yes, it does. I would also recommend maybe getting something called a diatomaceous earth, I believe. If I'm mangling the pronunciation of it, please forgive me. I ain't perfect. Never claimed to be. But I believe it's called diatomaceous earth. You can look for it. It may be a less chemically hazardous way of eliminating insects in your home, including bed bugs. Essentially what it does is it dries them out and they die. So it doesn't kill them instantly, because that's what you want. You want something where you spray it and they all die and you're done with it, okay? But it may take a little bit more with that. And if you got children, the diatomaceous earth might be a better option as well. I don't know, Daryl, but what do you think about it, man? You actually worked in a profession before. Perhaps Daryl in the Chop Shop can give you some more details. Have you heard about this, man, this diatomaceous earth? And I'm probably mangling the pronunciation. I'll say it up front. But again, you tell me. Daryl writes, brown recluse spider bite leaves those symptoms. Yes, it does. P. Evans writes, okay, Nate, enough about the bugs. I feel you. I feel you on that one. I do. Kiki writes, and that plastic makes you very hot at night. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I feel you on that. But I want to share that Cincinnati is moving in the right direction. Woohoo! We are no longer number one when it comes to being bedbug city of the bedbug capital, should I say, of the country. Hear, hear, hip, hip, hooray, okay? Never say we're not moving in the right direction. Never say that. Crystal sent me the link. Yeah, I got it. I got it from Sean King. And I don't have time to read it now, but I will read it this morning. And thank you very much for that. Thank you very much. Do you believe, as some have suggested in a new poll, that the president of the United States, does he have the power to change race relations? I mean, is that really his job? That's a heavy burden. That's a heavy burden. Why is it that Obama had the burden of changing America's race relations? Why didn't any other president have it? That seems like an awfully heavy burden to me. And I'm not really sure if it's one that anybody can really live up to. That might be big for anybody, quite honestly. How do you change race relations because you were elected as the first biracial president? That's not really your job, is it? I mean, you can speak and should speak to those issues, but race relations, if they're going to change, it's going to start in our households. It's going to start in our hearts. That's where it starts. It's not going to start with the election of the first biracial or the first black president. It's not going to start with that. It's going to start with us. Okay, it's inside of us. I agree with those in the chop shop who said that Obama's presidency exposed race in America. I think they're on to something. And thank you very much for your time this morning. Currently 8:34 a.m. I'll be back with you tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. for more superlative flows on people, politics, and pleasure. This is the Nathan Ivey Show. Shout out to my good friends over at Soul Public Radio. There's a link on my site, nathanivey.com. Check them out. As always, this show is powered by the good folks at Superlative Media. They do great work. And thank you very much. Have a powerful Tuesday. If you don't know how to swim, learn how to swim today and report back tomorrow in the chop shop. That might not be enough time. Listen, take care of yourself. Make it a powerful day. Today's Tuesday, June 28th, 2016. Until next time, I'm Nathan Ivey, and I'm out.